5 of the most enchanting summer perfumes for women. And all of these are going to be niche offerings. So the premise or the mindset behind the curation of this list is that I wanted you to discover perfumes that not everybody is going to be wearing. I want you to set yourself apart. I don't want you to smell commercial or mass marketed or nondescript or banal. I want you to smell different. I want you to smell unique. And that's not to say that these are all brand new fragrances. Typically, that is the case when I'm curating such a list. Some of these have longevity on the market. Some of these are actually brand new. There's one that is like totally new, a few of which have been released just last year, so they're relatively new. But these are some spellbinding and enchanting summer perfumes for the ladies. Like, if you want to smell gorgeous, you're already gorgeous. But if you want to match that with your olfaction, these are 5 perfumes that I think you should absolutely check out. Now, before I dive into this list, I do want to mention that if you're a fan of fragrance-related content, and of course, if you love smelling your best, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. It would truly mean the world to me. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for supporting me and what I do here on this platform. It means more to me than you know. 13 years of grinding and releasing daily fragrance videos, actually multiple times a day, right? Because I release shorts as well now. So thank you. Thank you for enabling me to do what I do. Listen, these are niche perfumes. So don't blind buy $200, $300, $400 perfumes. I don't want you doing that. I won't feel good if you do that. Even if my descriptions make you feel as though like, oh my God, I'm going to love this one. That's great and all, and I appreciate you for believing in me and trusting me and supporting me, but please get a sample. Get a sample from a place like scentsplit.com. I've been using them since like, 2014, 2015 or something like that. The owner of the brand, Shaheen, I have met him in person several times. I met him last December at Scent Explore. He is one of the most amazing human beings that I've ever encountered. He's so friendly. He and his family are just incredible. So look, I'm going to drop the links down below. They are affiliate links, so I do make very negligible commission. So if you want to help me in any way possible, whatever money I make, I just pour back into the channel to buy brand new fragrances so that I can make these videos for you. So thank you so much for supporting me and believing in me. I appreciate it, but get a sample, get a decant, try it on your own skin, see how it works for you. I don't think they carry this one, they might, but check out ScentSplit. But this is pretty affordable. So I bought my bottle of this fragrance, and I also bought the travel size. So I have both of them. So you don't have to buy the full size bottle, you can buy the travel size. And this is the best-selling fragrance from the brand Flur, and this is called Missing Person. For the summertime, forget about it. They also have another one, which is like an overdose of citrus. It's called Solar Power. I bought that one as well. I have it here behind me, but I'm not going to reach for it because I'm going to end up dropping something in the process. That is a great, like, citrusy blast. The only thing about that fragrance is that it's being sunsetted. It's being phased out. It's being retired. So you're not going to be able to get Solar Power after the current inventory of it has sold out. But Missing Person, all of the musks that are used in here, I'm sure there's umbretolide and galaxolide. It is so sexy and so sensual. And I think one of the reasons why I really love this one, by the way, magnetic cap, ceramic cap, super heavy as well. You can pick this one up from the cap. The bottle itself is pretty light, really wide distribution. So sexy. It's so cozy. And I think the creative director of the brand, she was going through a divorce. And I think she was just really missing the company of, so sexy. She was really missing the company of her significant other. And she created this fragrance, not as a perfumer, but in a creative direction capacity, for those moments where you're missing the company of a loved one. And it's almost like a second skin perfume, but it's so cozy, it's so sexy. And I've always been a fan of musks. I think Musk Noir by Narciso Rodriguez is like my favorite musk ever. I know there's also White Musk by The Body Shop. It's nice and all, not crazy about it. Not one I would recommend, only if you're on like the tightest budget imaginable. But Missing Person is a masterpiece. And that is a word that I do not use lightly. It is a modern masterpiece. All right, this summer, if you want to add some pizzazz to your fragrance, and this is not for the faint of heart, this is not going to be for everybody. It is such a rich fragrance. I don't want to give too much away. I have done a review of it, so you can go ahead and check out that review if you'd like. I may have published it on this platform or on a different platform, but this is a jasmine-based perfume with tenacity. This is like not going to be for everybody. Like, imagine a gothic jasmine perfume. What a dichotomy. What a disparity, right? Like, do jasmine and gothic even go in the same sentence? But this one by Room 1015 is called Jasmine Freak. Look at the color of the liquid inside this bottle. I'm just going to let that do all the talking. This is such an interesting fragrance. But again, it's an affordable niche fragrance. I think when compared to other niche perfumes that go for like hundreds and hundreds of dollars, at least Room 1015 keeps it reasonable and sensible. But get a sample first. Even if it is $100 or $200 cheaper than most other niche perfumes, that still doesn't mean you should blind buy it. Get a sample from SenseSplit. The next one is a beautiful brand based out of Mexico. And I originally discovered them a few years ago, and I ended up acquiring a lot of their fragrances. If you couldn't already tell, I have several bottles of Ave Maria, and I gave one of them away to a close friend of mine who ended up falling in love with it, and I think she deserves to have it. This one is another one that I would say, if you're not going to go with Ave Maria, which is a beautiful, breathtaking, photorealistic, natural-smelling gardenia perfume, gardenia and jasmine. Well, this one has the gardenia. It also has, I think, coconut. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. And this one is called Lamar, which means the sea or the ocean, right? Lamar. What a beautiful pseudo-tropical floral fragrance for the summertime. If you want to smell breathtaking, spellbinding, super enchanting this summer, like you walk into a room and people are just going to be in a daze when they smell this on you. Lamar by House of Beau is one of the best perfumes you can get your nose on. Speaking of tropical, if you want a bit more of a tropical floral vibe, right? There's still coconut, but if you want a bit more of a tropical floral vibe, almost imagine Soleil Blanc by Tom Ford, but done in a more elevated way, high quality raw materials. I mean, this stuff is super expensive, but it makes sense. When you try this one, you're going to be like, oh my goodness, there's a reason why this smells so opulent. I mean, the brand is just synonymous with opulence and luxury. Isola Sol by Roja Parfums. Check it out. Let's talk about the perfume in the number one spot. Peony, sandalwood, lemon, sea salt. This is so intoxicating. This is so enchanting. It's so mesmerizing. This is actually a flanker of the original, which became the brand's bestseller. It was one of the most hyped fragrances. People still love wearing it. People are still buying it. I personally love the original. I have never gotten around to purchasing a bottle of it, if you'll believe me. And of course, the brand that we're talking about is called, I almost said the name of the perfume. It's called Goldfield & Banks. It is an Australian brand. They have put out so many incredible fragrances. And this one, the peony, the floral aspect is so enriching, so inviting, and so intoxicating. That freshness with the lemon and the sea salt is also incredibly inviting with a touch of effervescence. It really just lures you in. That creamy sandalwood base is so sensual and also inviting. An amazing fragrance for the summertime. If you don't have this one in your collection, please do yourself a favor. Get a sample from SenseSplit. This is phenomenal. This one by Goldfield & Banks is called Pacific Rock Flower. So this is the newness from the brand. Look at the strength of that atomizer. There's also this creamy something or other happening in this fragrance. Always puts me in the mindset of like fig or coconut. Oh my God, it's so creamy, it's so fresh. It almost comes across a bit lactonic. I don't know if there's octalactone gamma used in here, which has a bit of like it's an aldehyde that has a coconut presence, but I'm getting like this creamy, smooth, velvety richness. I think the sandalwood is contributing to that immensely, but Pacific Rock Flower by Goldfield & Banks is a fresher, livelier, more summery version of Mystic Bliss. So if you like Mystic Bliss, you want it done in a fresh way. It's almost like a hybrid of Pacific Rock Moss and Mystic Bliss. That's it. Hey, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining me. That was my, I almost said review, but it was kind of a mini review of each one of these, I suppose. That was my take on 5 incredible summer perfumes for the ladies to leave you smelling absolutely enchanting and mesmerizing. And people will be enchanted and mesmerized when they smell these fragrances on you. Thank you for joining me. I hope you took something of value from today's episode. And if you did, please do consider supporting the channel by clicking subscribe, hitting the bell, and giving this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. It would mean everything to me. Thanks again for watching. I love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow with a new episode.